I'm not going to be doing any taxiing or anything like that. But just quickly, usually I do this all at the gate, but we're going to do it quickly now, so we're just going to set up the autopilot. This is the autopilot on the 737. This is your auto throttle arm. You need this pushed up to be able to use your auto throttle. And I'm going to be wanting to travel around 270 knots. Sounds about right. Why not? Okay. That will do. Okay, and we're going to be, how high do we want to be? About 6,000. So if I just go to 6,000, it's taking ridiculously long. 6,000, and then I need to hit this, so altitude hold is on. And I'm going to switch this from nav to GPS, so that the plane flies on the GPS line that we made in the flight planner. Also about the flight planner, the other flight planner is if you hit Alt and you go to Flights and Flight Planner. Okay, so now what's going to happen is when we hit this autopilot button, what's going to happen is we're going to climb to 6,000 feet at a rate of 1,800 feet a minute. And when I hit this button, that will engage the auto throttle. So that will make us cruise at 270. And also what you have here is a heading for selector. That's more for, I'd say VFR, but that's for if you get given a heading, which we're not going to be doing because it's all in the GPS. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to turn this on, but not quite yet. And what the nav hold switch does is it goes with this button here, and that is what allows it to follow the GPS. Okay, so when I have that turned on, that's what's going to make it follow the pink line. If I didn't have that on, it would just carry on going in the way that I'm going. Also, there is one more slight difficulty. Okay, it's not really a difficulty, it's a problem that I'm going to have with this flight. My joystick's broken. In saying that, I think it seems to have calibrated itself. So, okay, I think that restart actually fixed it when I restarted my computer, so we might not have any problems. But anyway, righty-ho, we're actually going to head off here, so let's get going. I do like this plane. It's a slightly upgraded 737. My server uses it for hops when we go from one airport to another fairly quickly. It's slightly faster than the default one. And as you can tell, if I bring up the GPS, it's got that thing on the bottom. It's also got autopilot on there, which the standard one doesn't have either. I might have stuffed this up slightly because only I would do that. I stuck full throttle on very late. Okay. Right. Righty-ho. Okay, yeah, my joystick is still going a bit funny. It likes to lean over to the left for some reason. But anyway, now we're going to hit the speed. And you see, here we are on a slight turn. I'm actually going to stick the nav hold switch on now. So the plane is now fully on the ILS. No, on the ILS, the autopilot. You can tell because this pink thing here is called the flight director, the FD. And you see if I switch this on and off, you can see that it's changing that on and off. That just shows whereabouts the ILS should be heading. So now we're basically in the air. We should be coming on to that pink line, which as you can see we are. And I shall meet you guys when we are a bit close to the airport. Hello guys, so we're a bit closer to Heathrow now. Anybody knows London, Heathrow, you know that this is London here. So Heathrow is just somewhere over there. If we look on the map as well, we'll be able to see that we are on our way to the ILS approach. We're about not too far away. So what I'm doing now is I'm reducing my speed and also my altitude. And basically what you want to do now is, you know that little screen that came up and showed us what the runway was called, we have the little green map. Well, basically that's where you're going to want to look at this. So we know that we're coming in on 27 right, the type is an ILS. The frequency is 110.3, the heading is 272 with a Morse code that I'm not going to actually do. Okay, so basically what we're going to want to do with these things, this heading, you're going to want to put in your course selector. I know it's called a heading, so you'd think it goes in there, but it actually goes in the course. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to 272, as that is for this runway. Oh, 272, my bad, 272, and the ILS frequency is 110.3. So we're going to we are going to go into nav 1, and we're going to go to, we're going to go into the radio stack, and we're going to go to nav 1, and we're going to change this to 110.3. And then we're going to switch that over to the active, because you can, look, if I click here, it won't let me change that. You can only change the standby. And that's so they don't make any mistakes by accident. And like hit the knob and change it by accident. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Then what you're going to want to do is hit this here to make it active, and you'll see that it lights up down here. So you are now on the ILS frequency. Well, you're not on it, but you've got it typed in, so it's ready to catch on to the ILS frequency. Now, what you're going to want to do is, we're 32 miles away from the airport. So we are a bit far out now, but you're going to want to start, you guys should know when you need to have your speed down, etc, etc. So just be aware of how close you are to the airport, and you're going to want to start getting close to the airport. You're going to just carry on the GPS route for the moment, and you're going to want to listen out to some Morse code. As soon as you hit that Morse, and also something will light up. I can't remember what it is, but something will light up. In fact, I remember what it is. This thing here will light up, I think, when you're on the ILS. And as soon as you're on the ILS, you know you're ready. You know you're ready to actually do something. But for the moment, we need to wait for me to get to that stage. So I'm just going to keep an eye on my speed and keep an eye on my altitude as I come in. So once again, just need to keep an eye on my altitude and my speed, and listen out for that Morse code. Oh, in fact, I can now hear that Morse code. So, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it now. I could wait a little bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the radio stack. Tell it's definitely on because this is ID. And I'm going to switch this GPS and nav button to nav. And now you can see this little diamond here, it's just appeared. And this needs to be in the middle, basically. This is how to the left or the right of the runway you are. This needs to be in the middle. You don't need to worry about trying to get in the middle. As long as you're far enough out and it's got enough time to do it, it will do it itself. That's why it's autopilot.
Okay.
The only other thing you need to keep an eye out for now is you'll get another one of these pink diamonds come up down here. And basically what's going to happen is the diamond is going to start falling until it gets halfway, and then you're going to want to switch on the approach hold, which will allow your aircraft, in fact, there we go. So now we just need to wait for that to come down. I'm actually going a little bit slow because I'm not on an approach yet, which as you can tell is pitching the nose up. That's not a good thing to be doing, but it's happening, so some people are just going to have to deal with it. It's not very nice, but I know a lot of people pick on YouTube videos and they're like, you were flaring 20 miles out. Admittedly, that's my fault, I'm going too slow. Right, anyway, I shall come back to you guys when this pink diamond is falling about halfway. Hello guys, that little thing I was speaking about, the little diamond is now falling and it's just about to hit that line, so I'm going to hit the approach button. And it's going to be a little bit slow, and now it's going to start taking us down with the ILS feather. I think it's because